Welcome everybody to Nine's Corner. I am Nine. It's nice to meet you. And if you're returning, welcome back, my dear friends. So do me a favor and do the YouTubey things like, subscribe, share. I try to put up at least 3 videos a week. And for this video, I decided I'm just going to keep with the Blitz. I enjoy going from subject to subject. And at the end of this video, I'm doing like a story time / tarot reading. It is like a literal 2-minute story that I found really interesting, and then we're going to do a tarot reading on it. So please stick to the end and let me know what you think. So we're going to start off with Madison Cawthorn. This is a real winner for the Republican Party. This guy ended up dropping out of school because he was so handsy with the girls, and the girls complained. He's been caught driving without a license. He's been to the airport twice carrying a gun, once loaded, once unloaded. He has talked about being invited to cocaine and orgies with the GOP. The GOP is like fed up with him. They're tired of his talk and stuff. And more recently, it's come out that he enjoys wearing women's clothes and that he has a sex tape in which he is naked with another guy, and it looks like there's a third party who's recording it. Now, he says it was all for jokes, for and giggles. And I'm thinking, when was the last time y'all said, like, okay, let's get naked and joke around here? Like, never. That would never happen. Like, I just can't imagine it in any universe. It's like, come on, guys, let's do a tarot reading. Like, it's just, whoa. So let's have a look at Madison. So let's have a quick look at Madison and see, will he win his primary? And will Trump remain endorsing him? Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but he's such a great guy and he's such a winner that, like, right there, he's a tumbling. So I think he's probably, yes, going to lose his endorsement from Trump, or at least Trump's going to be talking really negatively about him. I think that, everything is falling apart for him at this point. This is his own personal self. Everything exploding. Everything's coming out about him. Let me just say, it matters not if somebody is gay or not, but if you are somebody like him who touts and says that gay is anti-religion and gay should be illegal, when you're gay and you try to continue to keep up this image of being pure and purer than the driven snow and, being called by God, and everything that you're saying that you don't like is what you're doing. This guy, oh man, this is a mess. Underneath it all, here is Trump's endorsement. That really gave him a lot of push. I mean, if you see him, every time I've seen him do like a speech or anything like that, he always tends to do this speech. It's very God-driven, and then he gets up from his wheelchair at the end and stands up. It's very effective. Let's just put it that way. This guy is full of secrets. One of the things I did some research on his accident, and more recently, Madison had said that he was left for dead, and the best buddy was like, no, that didn't happen. So I think he, definitely has a major ego, a major narcissistic tendency. He sees his own way, and I think, as sad as this is going to sound, he's taking advantage of his accident to try to get people to follow him. But his light is not for God. It's not for God. It's for him. It's his own path that he's trying. It's not the path of God he's trying to go down. On top of it is Hangman, seeing the situation from a different perspective. So we're going to, I think the Republicans and I think Donald Trump is going to see this from a different perspective. I'm feeling like he's going to he's going to be supported. He's got a girl or a woman. I honestly don't know if he's married or not. So he has a mom or a girlfriend, a woman, a very close woman who's very protective of him, who's literally willing to lie for him. Like, could that possibly mean he's still going to win his primary? Ooh, no, bye. Trump is, I really feel like Trump is going to take away his endorsement, and if not, he's going to talk really ill and just be like, I didn't know this about this guy. He's going to separate himself, throw him under the bus. I don't want to have anything to do with him. You know, Madison is just like waiting for his ships to come in. He feels like he's in a position that he can get people to follow him, that due to his accident and his praying to God, saying that, you know, through God, I was able to. It's all just a BS bullshit story that he's doing to get in a position of power that he wants. I mean, this is a screwed up kid from the very start. Ooh, look at that. 2 of Cups. He's trying to make some kind of deal here. I'm sure that he is trying to downplay this sex tape, but I wouldn't be surprised if we find out that he tried to do something legally or tried to pay this guy off. There's something that he did to try to peacify the situation. The end result is the Queen of Pentacles. Darn it, guys. I feel as though he's going to lose his endorsement from Trump, or Trump's going to talk ill of him, but I still feel like he's still possibly going to be able to win his running. We'll check as things get closer, I guess, but right now, as the energies lie, he's still able to win right now. Will a choice he doesn't. Ooh, maybe, okay. Hold on. Choice he doesn't. So I wanted to get a clarifier from my queen to find out, like, does this mean he's going to get it? But it's like, he's going to be offered it and the Republicans are going to be like on top of him. I don't know. There's something weird here. A change. Ooh, he's going to be fighting. I really think the Republicans are geared to get him out of there. So I think this drip of information, there's going to be something else coming out that he's not going to be happy about that may turn the tide and is certainly going to turn the Republicans against him. Interesting. So our next subject is going to be, will Trump, Ivanka, and Trump Jr. talk to the New York AG? Because as it is, they have had Trump have a $10,000 a day to the equivalent now of $110,000 he owes for being in contempt of court. The judge has said, we will take you out of contempt as long as you provide all documents and you prove that these are the documents that you had, and it's just, you know, and you still got to pay this 110. So, I mean, look, I'm so sick of Trump. We know that he's just pissing us all off and causing us stress, making it seem like he's going to stick through till 2024 when all this is a money-making machine. He needs to make the money to pay the $110,000. They're just going to keep, you know, he's like the King Kong. He's like King Kong, just going push, push, push. He just bulls his way through. So let's see what's going to happen with Trump. I think he will pay, won't he? Yes, he's going to pay. He's going to pay the 110. So right there's the payment going out. Ace of Swords, this guy is just going to use every legal means to delay, to cause any issues. He's going after Biden with a vengeance. I think this is also representing the January 6th commission, showing just how awful a man he was. I mean, this is very interesting when you look at all the information coming out about Donald Trump. The fact that he wanted to shoot protesters in their legs, like actual U.S. citizens peacefully protesting. Can't you just shoot them in the legs? And he was going to bomb Mexico because they wouldn't know that it was the U.S. bombing them. And then I'm thinking, oh no, what would he do to Canada if he had another 4 years? Like, that's really scary. And here, this is going to be going against him, because now we're starting to hear the stories coming out about Pence and that he would not leave the Capitol during the January 6th insurrection. Now, he's saying it because he said he didn't want it to look bad that he's leaving. But in truth, they were so worried that if he didn't, do his job and his duty to pass over the power to Biden, that Trump and them could actually go in and keep up with the insurrection. I mean, we've done readings before about Pence where we were like, okay, you know what, but I bet you any money he's going to come out and be like, oh, well, I did this. Like, it's going to be the bare minimum. And here we are with the bare minimum. So anyway, I think all of this information is coming out about Trump, against Trump, and the AG has a lot of information and truth. They're going after him. The AG is not giving up. Like, whoo, New York. Underneath it all, we got the Queen of Pentacles. There's Ivanka. He's been offered things in the past where they've said, look, Donald, we've got you on this, this, and this, or we know this and this. If you take this offer, we'll keep you out of trouble. And he's just like, no, that's okay. I'd rather take my chances. I love it when Tarot talks with me, has a conversation. I'd rather take my chances, try my situation, see if the Republicans get in. His whole family's involved. Ivanka, Jared Jr., and Trump will eventually be talking to the New York AG, and I wouldn't be surprised if his wife didn't get called in at some point. Again, here he is. He's weighing out his options and saying, look, I'm not willing to go willingly, so I will wait this out. I'm going to cause as many delays as I possibly can. I don't see the truth. I'm not willing to see the truth. Ooh, people around him. I mean, there's several ways that they can go after him. So it's almost like, even if you feel like you're being defeated, they're like, look, guys, don't worry about it. We got this and this and this and this and this. We'll go after him for a multitude of things and for a multitude of people in his family. With the King of Cups here, he is just, feeling like he is the king, that he is the one who sets the tone, and he's the one that's keeping all the problems at bay. He feels like he's winning right now. No, Six of Swords. So he's going to be moving out more. I think we're going to see, it's going to be a slow process, but I do think you're going to see more and more people in the Republican Party kind of separating away from Trump, separating away from the Trumpsters. I do think that this is the three of them having to go in and talk to the AG. He's going to definitely money issues. Ooh, he's going to be defending himself. It's going to hurt. It has to do with money. It has to do with Putin. It has to do with outside countries. This has to do with Saudi Arabia. This has to do with the whole family. They're all in trouble, and it's all going to come out, but it's going to take time because the delay tactics here happening with the twos. Delay. But we will be waiting and watching the Trump show. We have for a number of years now, and we'll continue to do so until we see Trump no longer in the spotlight. How about we just say it like that? Trump no longer in the spotlight. And so let's go over to China. So Xi Jinping has a zero COVID policy, which is not working. The WHO, the World Health Organization, took me a second. So I was like, who? Anyway, normally they have been best buddies with China and saying, yes, China, you're doing a great job with COVID. And they have come out and said, no, we're not happy with this development. And so people's rights are being taken away. There's human abuses happening to the Chinese people, and they're on major lockdown, and they're not changing their mind. On top of which, China has been sending out and doing like pretend war to see if they were to take over Taiwan and going through the actions of it. So I thought, let's have a look at China. Let's see how Xi Jinping is feeling. And there's also talk that Xi Jinping has some health issues. So let's just have a look and see what's happening. They're fools. They set a policy and it's like they can't go back. They feel like they would be absolutely foolish. They would be weak. It is such an injustice. It's like their dignity is everything, to the point of folly. Oh, going across it, we've got COVID. They're not going to win across COVID. They are building a generation that are going to fight against them. Interesting. I see that. I feel like the Chinese people, because of all these radical ways of dealing and because of the suffering that must be happening there, it's being shown a light on. There's going to be, guys. Okay, trigger warning. There's going to be something about children trafficking, something about China, another big story about children coming out about them. Some truth, news story, something that they're trying to keep covered. They're trying to walk away. They tried to keep away. There's something about children here, guys. There's something about them trafficking children or taking children away, or there's going to be like camps for children. There's something happening here that's like cuckoo cray. Hope, pray for these people. There is some really messed up things happening, but life is all about the ups and downs. So the truth will come out and it will bring hope for the Chinese people. It's going to take some time. The Two of Pentacles are here saying there's going to be a delay. It's going to take some time. This is not something that's going to happen overnight, but you are building up people's want to push away. Xi Jinping. That's his card. And let's just say, lying down sick, lying down not able to get back up again. I really wouldn't be surprised if we heard about an illness or something else coming out about Xi Jinping. How quick it'll come out, I don't know. That's very interesting. Yeah, he is, people are more or less leaving China out. They see what they're doing. They see that, the atrocities that are happening there against their people. But China is a major financial force. So although they don't agree with the way China is doing, there's not really a way for them to affect change in China. It has to come from within. Xi Jinping is going to try to hold on. He's going to try to hold on to the people, hold on to the poverty, to keep them poor so that they keep suffering, keep them uneducated so that they keep suffering, keep them hungry so they keep suffering. And he is not going to walk away from this COVID ban at this time. There is so many levels of stealing that's happening here, but the one that I'm being called out to talk about is that I think there's an issue around children, trafficking children within China, out of China. There's something here. It's going to come out. It's going to take time. Okay, come on. I love this. I literally was in my head, so like I was just like, my God, this looks so bad. It's so awful. And then I thought to myself, okay, what will happen in the far future, the eventuality for China? I see the magician, somebody's going to come in and they're going to balance out, you know, as above is below, as below is above. It's going to be a more spiritual, more humanistic, balanced, democratic way. There's going to be the allowance for the tears of the past, bringing peace to the future, and judgment. Those who have done the wrong will be judged in history. So China will come out of this in the far, far future. So I'm grateful and so happy to see that there's peace. But there's some real mixed up, messed up issues happening that we're going to have to get through first. Oh no, I just thought of, oh no. This could be them going after Taiwan. Okay, let's just ask specifically, will China attempt to go after Taiwan? Because I didn't think about that. That stealing card could be them just saying, you know what, let's just do it. Let's go after them. Because there's so much mayhem going on in the world. You know? Let's just have a look. Yes or no? Oh, no. I really think that they currently have secret plans to take over Taiwan. They're looking at the destruction happening in the world now. Everybody's got their own issues. Oh my God, keeping a cap on it. Taking the Smith success. Trojan horse. Don't be surprised. Oh my God, don't. I hope this is not true, but it looks like at this point there is a plan. Secret, because the cap is on the cup. Doesn't want that people to know about it. It wants to be a surprise, total destruction. They want to, I'm telling you, we got to be very careful, very careful. I hope that somebody's out there planning on thwarting this situation, because it looks more likely than it does unlikely at this given point in time with the energies as they are. On September 28, 1918, Private Henry Tandy, a British soldier who was serving in France. This is a soldier of distinction who even received a Victoria Cross. Tandy had shared a story about his time at the end of the battle. He was in the field. German troops were in retreat. A wounded German soldier wandered into his line of fire, and Tandy had aim on him. The soldier appeared dazed and hurt. Seeing this, Tandy could not take a man's life while he was hurt and not able to defend himself. He took down his rifle, and the two men looked at each other for a short time. The German soldier nodded his thanks and disappeared. The soldier was Private Adolf Hitler. Tandy was so big that there was a picture of him helping a soldier in a newspaper that somebody had turned into a painting. And when the Prime Minister, Chamberlain, the British Prime Minister, went to visit Hitler in 1938, because he was trying to, stop the war, stop him from fighting, and Hitler brought out a copy of this painting, and said to the Prime Minister, "This is the man who nearly shot me." When I heard that story, guys, I was just like, what? I've never heard that story about Hitler before. Now, there's a number of things, like, Tandy himself said that this was what happened, and the Prime Minister had that situation that happened with Hitler. But, I mean, there's no definite proof. It's all hearsay, but, I just thought it was really interesting. So I thought, let's just ask, did he survive the war? Did he end up living, or was he killed at that point? Let's just find out. Let's ask Tarot. Did he live? Nobody. No, he did not make it out of there. No, absolutely not. No, he died, so there's no more story to it than that. He did not survive. He died at the end of the Second World War. Well, that was just crazy. I did a quick story and I got a quick answer. So if you have anything that you'd like for me to discuss or do a reading on, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. And as always, I have our Unity candle lit for each and every one of us. And until the next time we chat, my friends, take care and cheerio.